Good morning. It is about 6:45 and I am finally up and ready, and now I am just waiting for my guide to come and get me for breakfast. I had a really good sleep last night. I think I probably went to sleep by about like 10:30. 10:30, yeah, and then got up at about 6:30, so got a full night's sleep, which I think was really needed. Yesterday I was just dead, so hopefully today will be better. I'm excited for today, and hopefully I don't die on this Mokoro, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so it's time for my Mokoro ride. A Mokoro is basically just a type of canoe that is propelled through the shallow waters of the Okavango Delta by someone standing in the stern or back of the canoe and pushing with a pole. The water lilies and lily pads were so beautiful to see up close. They're literally just taking over the water, but it's beautiful. Yeah. It's so relaxing. So what if we see a hippo?
What did you see a hippo?
Yeah. The stems of the lilies are very thick and long. The whole time I thought there were just a lot of sticks floating in the water, but in reality it was the stems of the lilies. I got a necklace made out of one of the lilies and its stem. Essentially, the stem has this outer layer, so they make this beaded effect out of the stem by just snapping it and then peeling the outer layer and alternating the sides continuously. It was actually pretty cool, but the stem was kind of slimy. There are two types of water lilies in the Delta. I can't remember the names of them, but one of them is white and blooms in the day, so those are the ones that we see here, and the other is yellow and blooms at night. And what I didn't know is that lilies actually have fruit at their roots that are kind of like a sweet potato, which are a source of food for monkeys and baboons. It's like their pathway. The scariest part of the whole thing was just that the water is so dark you can't see anything that's in there. Like, we could just have been right beside a crocodile and you wouldn't even know it. Luckily, though, we didn't actually come across any crocodiles. Who knew that lily pads had a purpose other than just being somewhere for frogs and birds to rest on? They are actually used as shade and keep the water below them nice and cool, which is appealing to many of the water critters. We were actually moving extremely slowly, but it was just one guy and a stick, so what else could you really expect? Also, I was low-key so terrified of the boat like toppling over. I didn't even want to breathe too hard the whole time. I was just trying to remain as still as possible to keep the boat from wobbling. But it really was so calming and relaxing. I guess this is why some people love fishing so much, just the tranquility of being on the water. And then we spotted the tiniest little frog ever. It's called a reed frog, and its belly and inner legs have a dark orange-red color, which is used as a defense to try and confuse its predators. They are extremely good at blending in. It took me like a whole 2 minutes to even see it. And we came across some younger reed frogs. These frogs change color as they age. When they're younger, they are more green and brown in color to help them blend in better with the grass as a defense mechanism. Then it was time to stop for a break, and the guide had found some random patch of like trampled grass, and he just led the Mokoro up and had it resting on top. He tried to convince me that it would be safe to actually step onto the grass, but I was not having it at all. As I mentioned before, I didn't even want to breathe too hard, but I'm gonna just trust this pile of grass. No thanks. Eventually, he did convince me to just at least just sit at the front of the boat, so that I did.
That's the extent. Okay, don't move.
On our way back to camp, we spotted a mama duck and some ducklings. Couldn't really get a good shot of them because they kept running away from us. Most of these pathways that we're going through were actually created by hippos and elephants. They have a habit of using the same path over and over again, so eventually the path clears. Fun fact, the source of water in the Okavango Delta actually comes from seasonal flooding in Angola. The water normally reaches the delta between March and June of each year, which is normally Botswana's dry season. During this time, this overflow attracts animals from kilometers and kilometers around, creating one of the greatest concentrations of wildlife to be found in Africa. Unfortunately for me, I was a bit too early to witness this. Just got back from the Mokoro. It was actually really good, nice and peaceful. So chill, but no incidents. It did not die. There was a point where we randomly stopped for tea and literally just on this like patch of like padded down grass, and we just stopped the boat, and it was a little bit iffy, but made it through and I'm still here, so it's all good. It's about 10:30ish, so I'm just gonna chill waiting for a margarita, and then I think I'm gonna go to my room before lunch and change, because I think I'm gonna go swimming after lunch, so before my game drive in the afternoon, so should be good. But now the guests that were here have left, so I have the place to myself again, so it'll be a good day. I just seen a big ass baboon, but then it ran and hid behind the tree. I don't know where it went. It's hiding from me now. Oh man, that would have been cool. Walking back to my room through the rainforest. I don't think I could ever get tired of this. I haven't had any random animal sightings though, which I think is probably for the best. But it still would be exciting to see it. No hippos. They were saying that last night when the other guests were walking back to their room, they had like come across a hippo. That was insane. So they said they just kind of shone the light and then it walked off and they continued about their business. But I made it. I made it. Oh shit, I thought that leaf was a lizard. Oh my god, I almost jumped. Like, how could you ever get tired of this view? Wake up to this view, go to sleep to this view. 2 nights is not enough. It is not enough. I'm in love. I'm in love. And this big ass bed is all mine. All mine. Okay, time for lunch. Ready for lunch and then swimming. I just got back to my room following the pool, and yeah, I might be a little drunk. It's about 2 o'clock and I'm going to take a shower. I'm gonna use the outdoor shower finally, so I'm excited about that. Every other time it's been like too late by the time I came to my room, and there's no way I'm using the outdoor shower in the night, so I'm excited to try that out. I've never taken a outdoor shower before, other than like at pools, but that's not like a real shower. That's like you just rinsing the sand. I mean, not even pools, at the beach. That's just you like rinsing the sand off. It's not a real like actual outdoor shower. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then high tea's at 3:30, so I'll probably just lay down for a bit. I don't know if I'll actually fall asleep, but I'm just gonna take it easy for about an hour, and then I'll go and have high tea, and then will be my afternoon game drive where we are going to hunt for those giraffes. Priority number 1. I am not leaving until I see a giraffe, so it needs to happen. Okay. Game drive time! Woo! I almost just dropped. It'll be fine. Just outside of camp, there were some sesabes, which are actually the fastest antelope in Africa. They can run up to about 90 kilometers per hour. We came across a herd of impalas and a pair of storks near a watering hole. actually defecate on their legs, which is how they get the white color, and it is used as a cooling mechanism. Weird. And look at how they drink water. They basically take scoops of it up with their beaks and quickly put their heads back to keep the water from falling out. We were driving around for a long time before we seen anything interesting. And then we came across an old elephant tusk. This thing was huge and so much heavier than I thought it would be. I swear it was like 70 pounds. And I almost toppled over trying to pick it up. And then as we were driving away, we came across a lot more elephant bones scattered around. Apparently, which I find so weird, when an elephant comes across the bones of a dead elephant, they deliberately pick them up with their trunks and scatter them around. It's not clear whether they are like literally just playing with elephant bones or if there's some other reason for it, but yeah, that's what they do. And then here we seen the elephant's lower jaw. You could still see its molars. And a rib, which was obviously huge. It was like half a hula hoop. And then a piece of a thigh bone, and there was so much more scattered around. And then we spotted a skull. It was huge. You could see where the tusk attached and its upper jaw with another tooth still attached. We basically came across an elephant graveyard. And then we seen this monitor lizard, which is one of the biggest lizards in Botswana. Their tails are extremely strong. You definitely do not want to be whipped with this lizard's tail. Interesting fact though is that the monitor lizards build their nests inside of termite mounds. So they'll break into the termite mound, lay their eggs, and the termites will come and build it back up around the eggs, essentially protecting them, And then once the eggs hatch, the babies break through the mound again, and yeah, then the babies are on their own. Their parents are gone. They don't wait around to see if they come out. And just some zebras and a male elephant grazing.
Trying to get up, get the scent.
And then we seen 2 female elephants and 2 calves. One was really small, you could hardly even see it through the tall grass. These flies are killing me. They are obsessed with me. But I'm literally just in a random field right now. We just stopped for our sundowner drinks. And yeah, I mean, it's beautiful here. What else could you really ask for? There's a bunch of antelopes and kudos and jackals and zebras literally all around me, but they're quite far. There's nothing close, but basically all the animals, they come into the open area at night because it's safer. They're scared of like lions and leopards, so at least they can hopefully see them coming versus them kind of just showing up. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. But yeah, we're about to head back. It's probably gonna get dark and we'll just drive by the flashlight to get there. No giraffes though. I'm actually quite sad. I'm gonna have to paint another giraffe now because it's the only way I see them. It's when I paint them. So I'm gonna keep painting them. Paint a giraffe a day till I see a giraffe. Okay, I'm joking. That's a lot of giraffes. But yeah, it'll be good. And right outside the camp, we pulled up on this hippo. It literally seemed to just pop up out of nowhere. Like it must have just been laying on the side of the road. And then when we approached, it jumped up. This was a younger male hippo, not even a full-grown one. And it was so huge. So I couldn't even imagine what a grown hippo looks like. So it's about just after 10 p.m. Just got back in from dinner. I forgot to take a picture of dinner tonight, but it was really good. It was oxtail, rice, and salad, and then a chocolate tart for dessert, and there was some like cranberry Gruyere tart thing for an appetizer, but I wasn't feeling that part. But the rest of it was really good. So dinner was good, and then I had a couple of Cosmos, and yeah, now I'm about to head to sleep. Tomorrow morning I leave at I have to head back to the airstrip at about 9:30, and then it's like an hour trip, and then I will fly back to Maun Airport at 10:30, and then my flight back to Gaborone is at 12:30. So by about 2 p.m. I will be back in Haveroni. So tomorrow I'm gonna take it easy. Like, there's really no point of doing anything in the morning. Like, I could wake up super early at like 5:30 and then go on like a 2-hour drive, I guess, but I don't want to wake up that early. So I'm just gonna take it easy, sleep in, and then go have breakfast at about 8, and then just kind of hang out before I have to leave. But despite not seeing the giraffes, it was actually still a really good trip, and I'm so glad that I took it. I've seen so many other animals. I've pretty much seen everything else except basically giraffe and a leopard. So I can't complain. But yeah, I'm happy that I made the trip. And everybody has just been so nice. And then also just being able to kind of get the camp to myself. It's been amazing. It was just like, whatever I want is what goes. So it's been really good. So I'm gonna miss that. I'm kind of sad that tomorrow is the last day. I feel like 4 nights went by really fast. I feel like I'm saying really a lot, but it went by really fast. I don't know what a synonym for really is. A synonym, I guess I just said cinnamon, whatever. I don't know what a synonym is for really, but yeah, it sucks. But I'm excited to get away from these mosquitoes. They've been killing me. I think I got like tonight 2 bites like on my face. They were like, okay, here's your like good night, goodbye present. So yeah, now I have these bites on my face, and I have like a million on my legs. They're so itchy. It's wild. So yeah, so now I am just going to chill before I fall asleep. I'm actually still really tired. I didn't get a nap today since I went to the pool, so I am quite tired. So it should be good, and have a good night's sleep in my nice king size bed, so I can roll around as much as I want. And I'm a really bad sleeper, so it's like perfect. I never wake up in the same spot as when I went to sleep, so I enjoy it. Alright, I'll see you guys in the morning. It's time to go. I'm sad. Hold on, actually, time to go. It's 8. I'm gonna go have breakfast, but I'm leaving my room. I'm not gonna come back, because after breakfast I will just kind of hang out in the lounge area, and then we leave at just after about 9:15. I'm really sad that this is the end. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. Cheer. My last walk in the Delta. pepperoni. The board's in about an hour, so it'll be a hot minute. But yeah, I'm actually kind of really sad that it's over. It went by really, really fast, but I am tired, so I'm looking forward to taking a long nap when I get back.